All right, y'all. So now listen. So now let's talk about some good attributes of Venus, right? So now Venus inside of astrology rules over what? Taurus, and it rules over Libra. And Taurus is the natural ruler of what? The actual second house, right? So the second house can rule over a myriad of different things, which I'm pretty sure you all know. But the thing about this shit right here is this. Venus represents values in and of itself. The first time we see Venus in the zodiac count is it ruling over the second house. So Venus rules over value systems, right? So wherever Venus is at inside of your birth chart, that is where you value, and also there's also a strong part of your possible love language, right? Now you might say, well, my Venus is over here. I don't agree with that, because you might have an afflicted Venus in your regular birth chart or in the other additional 16 birth charts that Vedic astrology actually offers as well, right? That's another thing too. It's being able, if you have this one birth chart that everybody always talking about, but in Vedic astrology, now granted, in tropical astrology, y'all got persona charts, harmonic charts, really just some offshoot of what the Vedic astrologers actually made. I'm gonna keep that shit honest. But if a chart says one thing over here, what you have to understand is this: if a chart says one thing over here, it might say some shit that's completely different in one of your other charts, right? So you might be like, well, my Venus is exalted, I should be getting marriage and love. Then we go into one of your relationship charts, your Venus is completely debilitated, and that shit is afflicted with Mars, Saturn, K2, all of that shit. Nothing but confrontation, separation, delays, long waiting times, real shit, right? So that's what you really got to understand, is that Venus in and of itself does rule values. But let me tell you something. You might be like, well, I don't value this. Well, why not? Don't just, if you feel like something don't resonate, don't just stop with the surface level. Probe. Go deeper. Try to figure out why. Because that's what a real seasoned astrologer is actually going to do. I'm just keeping that shit on it. That's what I do. I'm like, okay, if I get this wrong, why? Oh, because I didn't look over here. Oh, but I didn't even know you supposed to cross-reference them like that. Yeah, so if you don't know you supposed to cross-reference shit, taking your regular raw birth chart at face value gonna fuck you up. I'm just gonna keep it. It's gonna fuck you up. That's just real talk, right? Because you're gonna go on ChatGPT and look this up, and you're gonna be like, well, that makes sense, but I don't really resonate with that too much. Why not? You ain't telling that you got the Mars, Saturn influence in this chart, and this aspect in this in a square. Not, you ain't say all that shit. You probably don't even know all that. Because you got to look for that shit in multiple charts to basically confirm this one thing, right? So yeah, but Venus does rule value. So wherever Venus is at, what you value? Venus in the 9th house. You value higher education. You value foreign trips and travel. Real shit. You value, you know what I'm talking about, probably even law enforcement. But if Venus going to the 9th house, that's going to be more justice, right? Because the highest aspect of Venus is Libra, right? And Libra is all about balance. And so the 9th house is the house of law. Venus going to the 9th house, boom, you're going to probably be a person that may want to see law different. You might want to implement your own shit. Real talk, right? But yeah, so wherever Venus is at is what you really give a fuck about the most, right? Venus is at the 10th house, career, authority, status. That's what you really care about, right? Unless, like I said, it's afflicted, and you need to know what you're talking about in order to know if it truly actually is afflicted. Because in Vedic astrology, we got different Ayanamshas, all that type of shit, right? I use Ram and Ayanamsha. A lot of y'all might use Sidereal, Lahiri, and that's fine. But that's what I want y'all to understand, y'all. Listen, you really need to, astrology is a science. Please understand that. You can think it's a pseudoscience, just no science is there. So you might have to get a little bit technical with shit. Maybe a little minorly mathematical with shit. You know what I'm talking about? Minorly mathematical with shit. But yeah, so yeah, Venus, I'm talking about 12th house, isolation, jails, monasteries, temples of silence. Venus inside 12th house, you might love to be alone. Real shit. Venus in the 12th house, you might want to date somebody from overseas. Venus in the 9th house can do the same thing, right? But wherever Venus is at, what you value. Venus in the 2nd house, you value finances, family. You see what I'm saying? Whatever zodiac sign is there, colors that shit, right? But I just want to make a quick little video about that with y'all. Other than that, come get a reading from me. Y'all know my platforms be it. But I'm going to talk to y'all later, man. Peace.